right.
Hello, everybody.
Hello again.
Welcome to the first real episode of the Spellcast.
First real episode, baby.
Last one was an intro. If you guys didn't get a chance to go watch that, do that.
It's
good.
On YouTube.
Had some. It is on YouTube. It's on
SoundCloud and iTunes.
and iTunes.
Podcast now. Apple
That
Podcasts.
is pretty cool. Yeah, it was good. We just kind of talked about what we're going to be doing in this podcast.
Yeah.
Different stuff like that. A little bit about us and our Harry Potter lives.
What we are.
But today we begin the journey.
The real journey.
And we decided we're going Sorcerer Stone. Okay, because we are American.
We are American.
If you couldn't tell by our accents.
Yeah. We are American.
We are American-speaking individuals.
Yes, we are. And Sorcerer Stone it is, okay?
Sorcerer Stone. Okay,
right.
So, what we're doing, we're jumping right in.
Gonna jump right in. Chapter 1, baby.
Chapter 1. What's Chapter 1 called? We should have wrote that down.
The Boy Who Lived.
The Boy Who Lived. I knew that, obviously.
But yes, we'll write it down next time.
The Boy Who Lived.
The boy.
Okay, so what we're thinking here is, like we said in the last one, we're just going to go over a quick summary of what happened in there. So, right out of the rip, you meet Mr. Dursley, Vernon.
Where does he work?
Grunnings?
Yeah.
I was like, I know this. Grunnings Drill Company.
Yes.
You get them just kind of being their muggle self.
Yeah.
And then I feel like we kind of split it up into two segments. So you get the Dursley part of the chapter, and then you get the wizarding
world part of it. Yeah.
Because I guess there's a witch and a half giant. But anyway, so that's just kind of the first thing what comes out of your mind when we talk about that is that half. So you get to meet the family. You get to see how Uncle Vernon's very just like anything weird is a no-go. Like that guy comes up and hugs him, and he's like,
he's like,
nope.
Don't touch me.
See a lot of owls.
A lot of owls.
Again, just brief summary. We'll dive into some more stuff later. You get McGonagall for the first time.
Yeah.
Even though you don't know it yet. Then he goes to work, does his thing, hears about all of the stuff, thinks he hears about his nephew Harry and the Potters, but then he's like, oh no. Like, that can't be right.
Right. I don't think his name is Harry.
Right, his name's...
what
is it, Howard? No, it's Harry. And then I like the little news when he gets home, the little news segment that's going on where they're talking about the shooting stars and all of the bird watchers with the owls. And then, so pretty just introductory. You kind of see what he's getting himself into a little bit.
Yeah, get a little bit of a description of the characters too.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden it's like, wha-bang, here comes some magic.
Literally, because Albus Dumbledore probably apparates, assuming it doesn't say, but pops out of nowhere and starts chatting up with McGonagall. They're figuring out what's going on. McGonagall's wondering why he's there, and then they're talking about just the celebrations. And McGonagall brings up how the wizards and witches of the world, witches of the world.
Is that kind of like a widget?
Yeah, exactly like a widget. But how they need to be more careful because. The Muggles are starting to notice something. She heard it on their news. And then in comes Hagrid with his motorbike and sidecar. I think it would probably have the sidecar in it at that point.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day.
Oh.
I think it would come with a sidecar. Like, seriously, giving it to him.
Maybe.
The sidecar. I don't know.
Doesn't it get, like, fixed on later?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because then it gets blown off. Anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, Hagrid comes in, our half-giant friend, and lo and behold, he's got Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
The Boy Who Lived.
just like, flips him out. And that's where we're left.
Yeah.
So pretty, with these summaries, we're thinking super short, sweet, because, again, this isn't the first time read for us and probably for you, the viewers. So
yeah, hopefully.
What we want to do is just kind of, in the beginning of the episode, just like we did today, just give you a brief, like, click, oh yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, just a refresher.
And then we're going to go into favorite line next.
Yeah, you do our favorite
That'll be
lines.
our favorite thing. So that's why I was fiddling around down here. I wanted to pull mine up. Mine's from Dumbledore. All this you-know-who nonsense. For 11 years, I've been trying to persuade people to call him by his proper name, Voldemort. It gets so confusing if we keep saying you know who. I've never seen any reason to be frightened of saying Voldemort's name. That's my favorite line.
All right.
Because that's you just kind of get a lot of, you know, these guys.
Right, like these guys.
No, but just shows, you know, even McGonagall, who's his right-hand woman, is like, no, you know who, we can't say his name. And then Dumbledore's like, I mean, we should go for it.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that. It just seemed powerful in the moment.
Yeah, well, and I like that you brought that up because I was thinking about it as I was reading, and, you know, there's no reason to be afraid of the name like Voldemort.
Unless it's Tepid.
Unless it's Tepid. Then there 100% is. So I just thought that was funny because, not that I don't know if that's really foreshadowing, but,
right.
I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's kind of almost foreshadowed the whole book series.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Because it's just like
oh,
you know who, he who must not be named, and then
everybody starts getting ballsy.
Yeah, and then they're just like, we could say Voldemort.
Right.
If Harry can say it, and Dumbledore can say it.
Yeah.
What do you got for yours there, pal?
My favorite line is by Dumbledore, and it's just a short one. Scars can come in handy. And that is very, very much foreshadowing.
Yeah. Just for like the whole entire series.
Literally everything. Obviously, Dumbledore has at least got some ideas of what is going to be going on, and McGonagall is like, you know, can't you fix it or like whatever, and Dumbledore's like, no, it's going to be there forever, and you know, who knows,
and even if he could fix it, he wouldn't.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
but like, I mean, obviously it did come in handy for the better and for the worse later on in 5.
Absolutely.
But yeah, he wouldn't have figured out about the last Horcrux if it wouldn't have been for the scar.
Right.
So, good connection there. We find really early that Dumbledore knew probably about it then, at least had an inkling.
Was aware, just
of maybe something could have happened like that. So,
yeah, because he's a smart guy.
Right. Exactly. Understatement of the year, but.
Right.
So, a couple topics, things we want to bounce off each other.
Yeah. What you got?
First thing you got.
First thing I've got.
No, first thing I've got.
Okay. Yeah.
For you. Okay. You're both Mrs. and Mr. Dursley.
Okay.
But probably Mrs. because you're the one who finds them. What are you thinking? You open the door, baby. Do you think you hear the baby crying?
That's a good question. Man, the first thing I would think is like...
Would you like... Ooh.
Yeah, I would probably freak out because I wouldn't be... I mean,
hopefully the letter was like, you need to read me.
No,
instead of just like tucked in there like it is in the movie.
Well, I mean, if it's like in the movie, it's like that big.
And it's the same color as the sheet. It's like...
I don't know.
I mean, call 911?
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
I guess
probably
maybe
call the fire department.
Yeah, fire department.
Because I know that you can give them babies. I haven't done it, but you can.
Yeah, probably the same. I think calling some sort of emergency response would probably be my first one, but
I probably wouldn't even read the letter.
Yeah,
I guess if it was addressed to me,
yeah, because they're like,
but
how do you know? But if it was like read me, I was like, no, something's gonna blow up.
Right,
someone's watching me.
Right,
like,
this
probably
is not a real baby.
But like, I think it's kind of understated that they just kept him.
Yeah, like,
I mean, there must have been some stuff in there, and I think maybe we get a little bit of that in 5. No, remember my last.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. With the what's that, Howler?
Yeah. Probably get like, and there was probably some stuff in there that convinced someone, and it was probably Petunia. Yeah. Because that's the same thing that happens in 5.
That's true.
So I guess that would be my guess. Why? Why do you think he left them there? Obviously, we know why. Yeah. But why?
I mean,
can you see it from an outside? Would you take more of McGonagall's stance on it?
I would because just because she was watching him all day, and as far as we know, Dumbledore had never seen them anything.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah,
because even like when he comes and visits in 6, like he doesn't really understand.
Yeah, that's true.
Like really, what's going on with them? Like, I'm gonna assume you offered me a trade.
Right. Yes, I guess just as a first time reader. In the first chapter, maybe I'd be thinking, oh, well, why would he leave him there? Makes sense, aunt and uncle. But then, the next chapter, I'd be like, why would he ever leave him with someone like that? Right. Or with a family like that? But like you said, obviously, we know the reason why.
Right.
But for Petunia to understand that enough to take him in.
Yeah.
I don't like her, but
yeah. Yeah, even at 7, it's like that last chapter, you almost like her.
Yeah.
And then she still just doesn't, so it's like, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine. Dumbledore.
Yes.
A lot of him in this first chapter. Not maybe by sheer volume, because it's a short chapter. Very short chapter.
I think it's, like
8 pages?
something like that.
8 iPad Pro pages?
Yeah, I was going to say my
Weird
iPad
flex,
ID
but
was
okay.
like 7.
You just get so much about his quirkiness, which is awesome, and I think it's the most like you get snippets of him throughout really all the books, but I mean this one is just a lot. Probably one of my favorite Dumbledore chapters.
Yeah,
just funny. He's just so loofy, but then also you get it's the one line when he's talking about McGonagall's like you are only not as powerful as him because you wouldn't use that sort of magic.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's like,
Noble.
I haven't blessed as much since Madame Pomfrey said something or another. I can't remember, but I was like, that is
I
funny.
think it was something about his earmuffs.
Oh, yeah.
I complimented him on his earmuffs, on his new earmuffs.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I think, like you said, he really get a lot of personality, and I mean, he loves sweets. Like that's one of his things, and he offers McGonagall a lemon drop.
Lemon drop, because we're American. Okay.
Yeah, but sherbet lemon in the movie, but
Yeah.
that I don't think they say it in the movie, but it ends up being the password.
Right. Because it's a
And chamber.
password in chamber.
Yeah,
But lemon drop in
the
the
lemon
book,
drop for
in the
us.
American book.
Yeah.
So, what other
What you got?
little things you got there, pal?
Well, we definitely touched on it a lot with Dumbledore leaving Harry with the Dursleys.
Yep.
Do you think he would have, like, as a first-time reader?
Yep.
Do you think he would have changed his mind had he been the one watching
would
him?
Dumbledore have?
Yeah. If he was observing them all day, do you think he would have changed his mind or at least reconsidered?
I don't think so. I mean, he knew what he was doing.
Mhm.
He knew what he was setting up.
Yeah.
Maybe he would have tweaked the deck a little bit more, as it were,
Yeah.
and like, I don't know, done something to where some treatment would have been better.
Yeah.
Because even Dumbledore says in 6, he was like, you've been terrible to him,
Yeah.
and but obviously he was like, you still got to come back one more time.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what. So I don't think he would have.
I don't think so either.
I think he just
I really
he knew
don't.
what he hoped he knew what he was doing, which obviously he did because it's
Yeah.
Dumbledore. So
Right.
just had to go for it. Maybe, but it would have been cool to see him like maybe change some stuff up.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe.
Or I think maybe he would have. Maybe not cool because like character developments and
Yeah.
all the bad times make you better. But blah 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 blah.
That's true. Maybe just pop by every now and again. Make sure he gets.
Right.
He should at least get some clothes. Yeah. Something.
Right.
Something
Or just like
nice.
a little side money.
Or food.
Yeah, or like literally just food. That kind of that's interesting because one of the next things I wanted to talk about, and maybe it could be an answer to our question on the last one.
Mhm.
So Fig lives there, right?
Yeah.
Mrs. Fig.
Mrs. Fig.
Miss Fig.
Mrs.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's Mrs.
Do you think she was there prior, or moved in for that reason
Oh,
to like literally be
I
like?
guess I've never thought about that.
Because I feel like it had to have been super close.
That is a
Either
great
right before
question.
or like a good time before, like almost right as it happened. Because obviously she has to develop a relationship over the next
Yeah.
8 to 10 years with them
Interesting.
to insert herself.
Yeah, honestly,
Because I
I've
don't
never
think
thought
there's
about that.
any information on that. But that was just one thought I had.
Yeah, well, we'll have to look into it because I think, I mean, I would imagine maybe that was Dumbledore.
Yeah,
Just
tweaking
checking-
the deck a little bit.
just tweaking a little bit.
Because obviously she's very used in 5.
Yeah.
In a pretty important spot, so it wouldn't just be like, oh, I know they know you.
Yeah.
It
That's
might have been
interesting.
like a setup, a sort of watch deal.
I would
that's
imagine.
kinda my thought.
Because I mean, they've got like secret keepers and stuff, so I wouldn't put it past them to have not a secret keeper, but
Right.
a spy.
Yeah,
especially.
spy. An eyes on look.
Yeah, a scout.
And it
That's
would
a
make
good
sense
thought.
for her because it's not like she has a job and or
No.
like probably has a job. She
Right.
might, but
I mean, yeah,
that could be her job.
Yeah. Just, yeah.
With her
that's
cats
a good thought.
and stuff.
I like that.
Okay, one other question I have for you. So there's a lot of owls, right?
Yeah.
Just around and about. Do you think they are more out solely for the fact they're delivering messages? Or do you think there's a little bit of creature celebration coming from them as well?
That's an interesting thought. I think a lot of it definitely has to do with sending correspondence to people saying, hey,
like, yo, I've heard this is going on. What do
right,
you think? Is
right.
it true? I think it's true.
Absolutely. And probably a lot of like, yeah, Voldemort's gone, but a little bit of, oh, the Potters.
Yeah. Oh,
like they're dead, but their son is not. Or,
right. Or is he?
Like,
what's
what
going
happened?
on with Baltimore?
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, New York.
Yeah, whoa.
Taboo.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I think it's mostly correspondence. But
I would probably agree.
Yeah,
but you think they're maybe a little bit?
Yeah.
Because I think they're in the book very more intuitive than real animals
they're,
or real owls.
Yeah. They're a lot more.
So if the house elves and everyone was getting jiggy with it too, maybe there was a little bit of owls.
Yeah, just
celebration.
Yeah, I like it.
Just letting wild.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably more corresponding.
Yeah. I would. Yeah. Well, maybe even if it's not more, but a lot of it for sure.
All right. Anything else you got? Any other thoughts?
Yeah, I just had one. It's just funny. Talked about it, but McGonagall points out pretty much the ignorance of the wizards the wizarding world because they're celebrating.
Right.
Muggles are noticing, and I think that goes to show later on in the books how much that comes through, how much that ignorance, that blind ignorance comes through.
Yeah.
When Fudge doesn't believe that Voldemort's back.
Right.
Everybody believes the Daily Prophet. Like,
yeah.
And Rita Skeeter's story.
Ignorance,
I think it's
another foreshadow thing. Or just a trend.
Just a trend.
A trend that we see from them being. I don't know. It's kind of weird because they've been like shunned, right? And they're in secret. But then there's things that are just like, I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't really care about this. I'll just do what I want.
Yeah, this is a little bit random, but that's just crazy to me because then you go to MACUSA in America.
Yeah. And
they can't even marry Muggles.
Right.
Like, that's strict. Like, they're very strict over there, and then over in the UK, they're like, we have these rules, but
if you want to marry one, like, it's fine.
As long as no one dies.
There's something I'll talk about later. It's later down the line, but I just had I have some thoughts on how some sort of magic laws work.
Okay.
And I think they just kind of make them up as they go along.
I mean, with Fudge in office, probably.
Yeah, that's true. Do we know who's in office at this point in time?
We could find out.
We'll find out for next episode. We'll do a little research for you.
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure.
Probably a little bit shorter of an episode today. Obviously, where there's only one chapter. There's not a whole lot to talk about yet. So
yeah,
not a whole lot. Gonna leave you here in the comments below. Let us know if you have a favorite line. What you thought of the first episode. Any feedback you have for us?
Absolutely.
Anything you'd like us to hone in more on in the next episode? We'll be sure to be reading all the comments and replying to you guys.
Yes, we will.
So, stay tuned. Everyone read Chapter 2.
Read Chapter 2.
Don't. And listen to our summary.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about this. Right. You've already read it once. So.
Yeah, just make sure you've already read it once. You don't have to reread it, but...
And very late warning, but spoilers were in this episode.
To be fair, we did give one in the first episode. So
we're not going to do it every episode.
If you're starting with 2, you need to go back.
We didn't spoil anything that big. Just concepts and
Dumbledore
the
dies.
grand scheme. All right, guys. All right. We're leaving you right there.
All right,
Until
guys.
next time, good
night
night
and good magic.